But I was dead serious about one thing: keeping Yuki and Rocco in our family. I'd heard too many horror stories, like my coworker, she gave up her chihuahua because it bit her baby. The thought of something like that happening terrified me. So I did a ton of research, sifted through hours of YouTube videos, and applied my decade of dog training knowledge to come up with a solid plan. In this video, I'm sharing 20 tips you'll learn how to get your dog ready before your baby arrives, how to balance caring for a newborn and pets. It's tricky, and how to support their relationship once your baby starts moving. So let's dive in. Preparing your dog before the baby's arrival. Tip number 1, make sure your dogs are up to date with all vaccinations and are free from parasites. This is crucial for the health of both your pets and your baby. Fast forward to tip number 2. If your dogs aren't trained, there's no better time than the now. Teach them commands like wait, down, leave it, go to bed, and good job. This last one is a lifesaver when you don't have treats handy, but you still want to praise your dog's good behavior around the baby. In case you need guidance on how to teach them, I'll include links to the tutorials in the description below. Tip number 3, decide which areas are off limits for your dogs. For us, this meant changing sleeping arrangements. 5 beings on one bed and an attached bassinet sounded like a classic pajama party, in which no one gets any sleep. So no more dogs in our bed, they transitioned to sleeping in their own doggy beds in our room. It did take about a month of consistent training. Down, go to bed, good job. But eventually, they were happy in their own beds, which leads us to our next tip. Ensure your dog has a safe zone, an area just for them, where no one will bug them. This will give them a place to retreat when they feel uncomfortable. Safe zones also help with barking. When Yuki starts barking at something outside, we tell her, go to your bed. This helps calm her down, which became especially important when baby T started sleeping more lightly. You want to use baby items to get your dog used to them. Here are 4 tips centered around props from our friend's professional dog trainer. Tip number 6, teach your dog to keep its distance from the baby. Introduce a baby-sized doll dressed in a onesie. Wash with your baby's detergent so they start getting used to the smell. As an optional, you can also introduce a play mat. You will place the doll on the mat and practice commands like leave it, placing treats inside the mat, but not allowing your dogs near the doll. You can also simulate baby sounds with the phone under the doll and a YouTube playlist. Gotta thank technology. We also use this technique to teach our dogs that the playmat was a no-go zone. Tip number 7, give exposure to baby crying. This tip builds on the previous one. You wrap the doll in a baby blanket, with the phone set to a baby crying playlist this time. You pick up the doll, you shush it, and you stay calm. This helps your dog understand that crying is normal, and that's something that they need to protect their humans from. Number 8, the tip is to let your dogs interact with the pregnant belly and tell them about the baby to come. In our case, Yuki didn't notice the belly much, but Rocco loved cuddling with it. If you find this video helpful, please like it below so other dog parents can find it and help their furry ones get ready for the baby. Tip number 9, get your dog used to walking next to a stroller. We practice with an empty stroller, and while our neighbors look at us funny, it really helped Yuki and Rocco get accustomed to it. That really laid the foundation so that now we've taken over 100 strolls with baby T actually in the stroller, which is way more fun. Which leads us to our next section, balancing a newborn and pets. Tip number 10, the first piece is both exciting and nerve-wracking. Our plan was for me to come in first to the house, pet the dogs, then switch with my partner, and then me bring in the baby. We would sit on the couch and let Yuki and Rocco sniff him, and it would be love at first sight, right? Well, reality was a little different. I didn't have the bandwidth to say hi to the dogs first, since baby T was a preemie on oxygen, and he was on a car seat that just wouldn't unbuckle. The dogs sniffed the baby from afar, but were more excited to see me. Who knows, maybe all those belly cuddles helped them feel they already knew him. Or that's what I like to think. Tip number 11, understand your dog's reaction. In our case, Rocco was and still is a little shy, so we don't push him. Yuki wanted to be all over baby T, so we set boundaries, allowing her to lick only his feet. Fun science fact, kisses from healthy dogs might boost your baby's immune system. Tip number 12, apply gradual desensitization. When Rocco started getting curious, I lied on a mattress with baby T between my legs, letting Rocco just sniff him while both felt safe. Rocco would sniff and then run away, but little by little, he stayed longer. This gradual approach helps dogs adjust to new baby sounds, smells, and movements. Tip 13. For the first few months, we never left baby T unattended with the dogs. To do this, we installed a baby gate in baby T's room for peace of mind, so we could take breaks like going to the bathroom without being worried. Tip 14. Give attention to your dog. Yuki and Rocco were used to cuddling with us, so we maintained that connection. We napped in the guest bedroom or on the couch with them. During breastfeeding sessions, they nestled by my feet, feeling included and loved. Tip number 15. Keep routines intact, or as many as you realistically can with a newborn. Studies show that maintaining routine helps reduce anxiety and behavioral issues in dogs. One of the routines we kept was feeding them with puzzle toys, as that gave them much needed mental stimulation since we weren't playing with them as much. Tip number 16. When the dogs were calm around baby T, we rewarded them with treats or verbal praises. We also rewarded Yuki's newfound talent. She became our unofficial diaper checker. You heard that right. If Yuki sniffed baby T's diaper for at least 5 seconds, and they gave us that intense, do something look 9 times out of 10, it was time for a poopy diaper change. It was like having our very own furry nanny, minus the paychecks. Nice. Tip number 17. Find new share activities for exercising. In the early months, we tried to include the dogs in as many activities as we could with baby T, since we had limited time. We played soccer with Yuki and tossed the ball for Rocco while baby T watched. Once we could go for walks, I'd take baby T and the dogs together. When I started running again, I'd run with Rocco and then cool down with Yuki, giving them one-on-one time with me that they'd enjoy. And the last section is ensuring respect and fun for all moving parties. When everyone can move around, it's important to make sure that everyone stays safe and that they play nice. Tip number 18. Request gentleness from all. When baby T started wanting to hug Yuki at 6 months, I made sure to be there, watching Yuki's reaction. Yuki didn't growl or get aggressive. Even when baby T grabbed her a little bit too rough, she'd either walk away or give him a lick, and I'd praise her for being gentle. If baby T wasn't okay with the licking, he now could push her away, and she respect his space. At least for that play session. To help baby T learn gentleness, I would model how to pet Yuki softly, saying soft while doing it. It took about 5 months for him to get a hang of it, but now he's a pro at gentle petting. Most of the times. I still model the behavior the rest of the times. Fun science fact. A study found that children with pets tend to have higher levels of empathy and social interaction, which makes sense given all the sweet actions that I've seen. When baby T started moving, Rocco would get nervous and start barking at him. Instead of telling Rocco not to bark, we'd redirect him to his bed. Barking is his way of expressing himself, and suppressing that could lead to worse outcomes like biting. Eventually, Rocco learned to go to his safe zone when he felt overwhelmed. It's like he found his own little doggy zen retreat there. Tip number 19. Play together. We have discovered many fun activities that we can do as a family. We love going to the park. Baby T is the crawling referee while my partner and I play with the dogs, making sure no one gets hit. Playing ball has also strengthened baby T's and Rocco's bond. Baby T gets to improve his motor skills, while Rocco gets an on-demand ball launcher, albeit a low-power one. Yuki and baby T have even their own chill routine. We do spa time, canine and assembly line, including feet licks and shiatsu massages. They also enjoy watching the window together. I'm waiting for the day that baby T learns how to bark. The 3 of them also get up to no good together. Baby T hosts boxing matches, watching and howling from his bed, while Yuki and Rocco roughhouse. It's like having front row seat to the cutest UFC match you've ever seen. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below if you have other pet and baby-friendly activities you do or would like to try. And the last tip is enjoy mealtimes. When baby T started baby-led weaning, our dogs were thrilled. They turned into little food sharks, eagerly waiting for baby T to drop food. We intentionally avoided feeding baby T toxic foods for dogs like grapes, and we minimized the use of garlic and onions. While we could have taught the dogs to not eat the floor food, we decided to embrace the imperfection and enjoy the bond it created between them. And also we could get away with it. So unfortunately, this tip may not apply to people with big dogs. Incorporating a new baby into a home with dogs can be challenging, but it's also incredibly rewarding. Our experience has shown us that with a little preparation, patience, and love, your pets and baby can form a beautiful bond. And let's not forget that whenever you or your child feel overwhelmed, petting dogs can lower cortisol levels and increase oxytocin, the bonding hormone. It's adorable and it's a fact. So, if you want to know where the science and stories I share in this video came from, and you only have 70 seconds to spare, take a look at this video.